Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coins TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar is a United States coin that belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, and by 1974 this design had already become one of the most familiar and widely circulated coins in American history, yet it still holds important numismatic interest because it reflects the economic conditions, minting technology, metal composition changes, and collector demand of the post-silver era. The obverse of the 1974 quarter features the iconic left-facing bust of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, with the word "Liberty" boldly inscribed along the top rim, the national motto, "In God We Trust," placed to the left of Washington's neck, and the year, 1974, clearly visible at the bottom, while the reverse shows a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and defense, framed by olive branches to represent peace, with "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum" above and "quarter dollar" below, a design that was used consistently until the bicentennial reverse appeared in 1975–1976. The 1974 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark, with the Philadelphia and Denver issues produced for general circulation in very large numbers. Philadelphia struck over 801 million coins, and Denver produced approximately 353 million coins, making the 1974 quarter one of the most common dates in circulation, while the San Francisco Mint issued special proof versions exclusively for collectors, struck with highly polished dies and planchettes that give the coins sharp details and mirror-like fields. Unlike quarters minted before 1965, the 1974 quarter contains no silver at all, instead being composed of a clad sandwich structure with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, giving it a total weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a reeded edge, a composition change that was made due to rising silver prices in the 1960s and which defines all modern circulating quarters. From a collector's perspective, most 1974 quarters found in circulation are worth face value due to their extremely high mintage and lack of precious metal content, but value increases significantly based on condition, especially for coins graded Mississippi 65 and above, where examples with strong luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp strikes can sell for several dollars, and in very high grades like Mississippi 67 or Mississippi 68, certified coins have sold for tens to even hundreds of dollars, depending on eye appeal and grading service. Proof 1974's quarters are also popular among collectors, often selling for a premium when preserved without scratches or toning, and particularly valuable when graded PR 69 or PR 70, while error coins from this year add another layer of interest, including off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, double strikes, die cracks, and rare double die varieties, which can dramatically increase a coin's market value depending on severity and visibility. Historically, the 1974 quarter reflects a time of inflation, economic uncertainty, and heavy coin usage in the United States, which led to massive mint output and widespread wear, making high-grade survivors more desirable today. And although it may not be rare in the traditional sense, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar remains an important educational coin for beginners, a nostalgic piece for everyday Americans, and a foundational example of modern U.S. coinage that bridges the gap between the silver past and the clad present, ensuring its continued relevance in collections, rolls, proof sets, and numismatic study for decades to come. Beyond its basic specifications and general market value, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar gains deeper significance when examined through the lens of mint quality, strike characteristics, die varieties, long-term preservation, and its evolving role in modern coin collecting, because although hundreds of millions were struck, not all examples were created equal, and collectors today pay close attention to subtle details such as strike sharpness on Washington's hair curls above the ear, the clarity of the eagle's feathers on the reverse, and the overall surface quality, since weak strikes were common during this high production era due to worn dies and fast minting speeds. Many 1974 quarters exhibit contact marks, bag marks, and dull luster because they were transported in large bulk bags, meaning coins that escaped heavy handling and retain bright original mint luster are increasingly scarce in top grades, which is why professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC plays a major role in determining premium value. Another important aspect is die varieties, where specialists search for minor double dies, repunched mint marks on Denver issues, and subtle die breaks or cut errors, which can transform an otherwise ordinary quarter into a sought-after collectible, especially when clearly visible without magnification. The 1974's proof quarter deserves special attention as well, because proof coins were struck multiple times using specially prepared dies, resulting in sharper rims, frosted devices, and reflective fields, and while millions of proof sets were sold, many proof coins later developed haze, spotting, or hairline scratches from improper storage, making flawless deep cameo examples far more valuable today. Toning also plays an aesthetic role, as some 1974 quarters, particularly proofs, develop attractive rainbow or golden toning over time, which can significantly increase desirability among collectors who appreciate natural color patterns. From an educational standpoint, the 1974 quarter is often used to teach new collectors about the transition from silver to clad coinage, grading standards, error identification, and the importance of condition rarity rather than date rarity, reinforcing the idea that even common coins can become valuable when preserved at the highest levels. Historically, these quarters circulated during a period of changing American culture, rising prices, and expanding vending machine usage, which demanded durable clad coinage, and as a result, the 1974 quarter became part of everyday life for millions of people, quietly carrying historical value through routine transactions. Today, whether found in pocket change, mint sets, proof sets, or certified holders, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar continues to occupy a meaningful place in numismatics as a reminder that true collecting value lies not only in age or metal content, but in craftsmanship, preservation, and the stories coins carry through time. Another important dimension of the 1974 Washington quarter dollar is its presence in mint sets and long-term investment discussions, because while it is not a rare coin by mintage, it represents a classic example of how modern U.S. coins can gain gradual value through selective collecting, especially when assembled in complete date and mint collections or preserved in original government packaging. The U.S. Mint issued 1974 uncirculated mint sets containing both Philadelphia and Denver quarters, and coins from these sets often show better strike quality and surface preservation than circulation finds, making them a preferred source for collectors seeking higher-grade examples without heavy wear. However, even mint set coins are not guaranteed to be high-grade gems, as improper storage over decades can cause spotting, toning, or softening of luster, which further emphasizes the importance of careful handling and climate-controlled storage for anyone holding these coins long-term. In the broader coin market, The 1974 quarter also illustrates the concept of conditional scarcity, where millions exist but only a tiny percentage qualify as top-tier specimens, creating demand among registry set collectors who compete to assemble the finest possible graded sets. Additionally, roll hunting remains popular for this date, as collectors search original bank-wrapped rolls hoping to discover high-grade survivors or dramatic mint errors that escaped detection at the time of release. Culturally, the 1974 quarter sits just before the famous bicentennial redesign, making it one of the last standard eagle reverse quarters before a major historical celebration, which adds subtle appeal for collectors interested in transitional periods of U.S. coinage. Taken together, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar stands as a powerful reminder that even coins once considered ordinary pocket change can evolve into meaningful collectibles, valued not only for their market price but also for their role in American monetary history, the science of minting, and the patience and passion of collectors who continue to study, preserve, and appreciate them generation after generation. When explored even further, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar reveals its importance in the long-term narrative of U.S. coinage through aspects such as circulation lifespan, metallurgical durability, collector psychology, and its quiet transformation from everyday money into a studied historical object. Because millions of these quarters circulated heavily throughout the 1970s and 1980s, surviving countless transactions in supermarkets, gas stations, vending machines, and public transportation systems, which caused most examples to become heavily worn, scratched, or damaged, thereby unintentionally increasing the relative scarcity of well-preserved pieces today. The clad composition, while lacking precious metal, proved highly durable, allowing the coin to withstand decades of use without excessive loss of detail. Yet the nickel outer layers often develop a dull gray tone over time, making bright, lustrous examples especially appealing to collectors. From a numismatic research perspective, the 1974 quarter is frequently examined to study die fatigue, strike pressure adjustments, and mass production efficiency at U.S. mints during a period of exceptionally high output, and specialists often compare Philadelphia and Denver issues to identify subtle differences in relief sharpness, rim thickness, and planchet quality, all of which influence grading outcomes. Psychologically, the appeal of the 1974 quarter lies in its accessibility, as many collectors remember finding them in pocket change, sparking early interest in coins and reinforcing the emotional connection that drives lifelong collecting habits. In estate collections and old jars of coins, the 1974 quarter often appears in large numbers, yet the excitement comes from discovering that one unusually sharp, clean example that stands apart from the rest, demonstrating how patience and attention to detail can reward collectors even with common dates. Academically, the coin also plays a role in teaching economic history, illustrating how inflation and metal price volatility forced governments to abandon silver coinage and adapt to modern materials, shaping the currency systems we use today. Over time, as circulation attrition continues and pristine examples become locked away in certified holders or private collections, the finest 1974 Washington quarters may continue to rise modestly in value, driven not by rarity alone but by the enduring principles of supply, demand, and condition rarity, ensuring that this seemingly ordinary coin maintains a lasting and respected place in the world of numismatics.